Hello and welcome everyone. How are you all doing? This is Kisser, Kiss the Great. Greatest ever been, I'm sure you've heard of me. Along with me there is Rainbow and Gian. Say hello, both of you.
Hi there.
Hello, folks.
I'm glad to see that you're all doing so well. But, Taraka, Gian, how are the two of you doing?
Not good. I mean, just got attacked. Some people died. Don't know what's going on with my mom. Just lots of badness.
Lots of badness. I feel like you're very low. Here, let me turn you up some.
No, I got
Just-
it. I got it. How's this? Is this better?
You're yelling. Okay, there we go.
I'm
Say
not
something
yelling.
again. No, because I turned up OBS at the same time. Hello, Caleb. I hope you're doing well.
Is this any better?
Should be good. I feel as though the music might be a little loud, though. I don't know how to actually turn down the music.
That's unfortunate.
Other than doing that and then going into Discord where we are speaking and turning up there. Now say something, Rainbow.
Hi.
Okay, that's much
Can
better.
you hear me?
And Gian.
Good.
Yes.
Perfect, you're already good. There we go.
Beautiful.
Beautiful. So Gian, how are you doing?
I should have tried harder.
You should have tried harder. I
didn't
mean,
confirm
granted,
anything.
I didn't confirm anything last stream, but you both did kill Lucy. The four of you did manage to kill her. As I'm sure you may have put in two and two together when I said you shoot her limp body. But congratulations, that granted you both 2 level ups. I said 1 at the end of the last stream, but I'd like to clarify. I already told you guys in private it was 2, and on stream I'm announcing since you did manage to kill her, that is a feat. I did not expect you guys to kill her. So congratulations, you got 2 level ups.
Callow's
Now.
happy.
That's
I
the
know.
mission.
That's the mission. You killed her. Congratulations. And to give everyone a quick recap, last session, you all woke up to some wonderful snickerdoodle pancakes. Charles does make the best food. Even when he's exhausted, he got above a 30 on his roll both times. And, I mean, those pancakes were to die for. Oh, then the fruit cups, the cherry on top. You ended up making a friend with a cool bard. You got to see a wonderful festival. Definitely wasn't just kind of empty and boring. You rather enjoyed yourselves, I guarantee it. And as all things were seeming to go well, oh, who was that? A hooded woman takes the stage. What is she doing there? She's performing about how we must hold on to our values, how we must live with our own race. That's okay. The crowd seems to like it, but she takes off her hood, and Gian recognized her as the woman who kidnapped his family and turned him into a genasi. Oh, so many nights ago. Been nearly a month now, Gian, that you've been in this form. Congratulations. I'm sure you're accustomed to it. Well, the lot of you decide to sneak into the back where Chad was seen. He distracted her while you all got in position. But it appeared that it wasn't just her. As you all attacked, she disappeared into the crowd. And Gian, decide to fire a magic missile at her, making the crowd scurry in fear. The battle starts. She blows a whistle and the clouds turn red as cambions flood to the earth. You all saw 4, but in the distance, guards were fighting others. She just stood there, smiling, watching the fight, until she got irritated enough at a certain kitsune poking her in the rear end with a rapier. At that point, she decided to cast a moonbeam and fly. Alongside the spell magic, both of them, without Taraka's knowledge, caused her true form to shed. The Cambions only half seemed interested on you guys, mostly Xion. One seemed to just want to stir chaos, lighting the tree in the center of a blaze. Xion, with his vicious magic, very intense might I add, he scared even me, killed 2 people and injured 4 in his AoE spells. He wants revenge. After the battle, you managed to kill Lucy. Congratulations. After she reveals herself to you all, that she is the one and the same as who turned Xion into who he is. She wants a lot of things, mainly Taraka's soul, but she needs to be kept alive for that. You do manage to kill her, and as you do, the Cambions grab her body and start to flee. She did try to teleport away first, but Xion did manage to counterspell, saying, "You're not leaving me that easily." Cambions do, unfortunately, manage to escape, though. Only one does. And Taraka tries to call Huli, with no response. She goes to the closest door and calls out, "Mom! Dad! Are you okay?" She pleads, and her father comes out, asking what's wrong. "Mom's in danger. She's not answering." They rush through the courts and Cambions. Their bodies lay dead on the floor. Blood is spilled. It smells of iron. Your mother is nowhere to be seen. Adelar runs out to your backyard, gathers all of his woods, and runs into the forest without saying a word. You head back to town, just wanting to help. You see someone injured, and as you step forward to help them, they plead, "Don't! Please! Don't hurt me! Don't eat my soul!" Xion still seeing red. Chad trying to manage what's left of his town. These are the tales which brought us here. Tell me, Xion, Taraka, did I miss anything?
You didn't really miss anything, but you did get the order a little off.
Oh,
I
did I?
healed, then found a door.
My apologies. My apologies.
You're good. I just know order of operations tends to matter.
It does. Perfect. Well, shall we start the session? Are we all ready?
Oh yeah.
Perfect. In that case, we'll start in the center of this burning town. People lay dead. You hear cries of injured. There's still a Cambion or 2 fighting off with guards in the distance. You see Chad run towards some injured, immediately trying to help and heal them. He sits down and you see him cast a spell, and a group of injured that got hit by a piece of building falling down. There were about 5 of them. You watch as all 5 of their wounds heal and close up. They get up and run off. Chad speaks up. We need to make sure everyone is okay.
Taraka is already looking for people who need the same thing and doing the same thing as Chad.
Alright.
Attempting to.
Taraka, you go up to a person. Roll me a 1d4.
2.
A 2. At 2, you go to the first cry that you hear. You run up and see a young child lying over his mom. Please! Mom, no! Can't be more than 7, 8 years old. Pounding onto her chest. Wake up! He's trying to do CPR, but he does not seem to be working. Please!
I'll bend down and check her. Is she obviously dead? Or is she still breathing?
He's still warm. Roll me medical.
Dirty 20?
Dirty 20. You can... Although she doesn't seem to have any exterior wounds, she holds no pulse. There's no breath coming out of her nose. She lays there lifeless as her son cries above her.
I place a hand on the child's back. It's okay. She's going to be okay. While with my other hand, I pull a diamond out of my bag and I cast Raise Dead.
Now, Taraka, I know you have 2 diamonds, both at value 300. This spell requires a diamond of 500 gold.
Yes, I was being theatrical with saying 1, but it would consume a diamond and a half, presumably, if you are going off of those rules.
I did want to make it known. You can do it, but it will consume 3/4 of your diamonds.
Yep.
Alrighty.
So I push the diamonds into her chest. As I do, they are absorbed by the spell.
Cast Raise Dead, and as you do, you feel blood pulse through her body, and you hear her gasp air. But she doesn't wake up. She is breathing, yet still unconscious. You can assume that she needs rest.
Is there a place where it looks like they're taking the injured, or is this already that place?
This is not that place. You look behind you, and over near Town Hall, you see Chad escorting some of the civilians into Town Hall.
I will pick up the unconscious woman. Alright, come with me. We're going to go with everyone else. Your mom will be okay. She just needs rest now.
The kid, scared out of his mind, grabs onto her tail and hugs it tight as he follows you.
She'll jump a little bit at the touch, but will guide the child over there while carrying the mom.
Jian, what are you doing?
If I remember correctly, I was carting people on a floating disc.
That's right, you were.
You
So
were
yes.
carting people on floating discs. That is correct.
So are you gathering the injured or the dead?
Well, I think I'd be carting the injured for now.
The injured?
Get them out
All
of the
right. So I'm assuming you're bringing them over to Town Hall as well.
Yes.
Splendid.
I can take like 3 people at a time.
Makes sense. You could carry up to 500 pounds. So you all do this. Taraka, you're going to be getting the most hate. I apologize. But I need you to roll another 1d4. If it's a 2, reroll.
That's a reroll. That's a 4.
4. With a 4, with a 4, just out of the corner of your eye, you see something large. A human, might I say, but large for a human. Voluptuous, I might say. Sneak behind Town Hall.
A large human snuck behind Town Hall?
Yes. Do you follow?
Yes.
You could roll me perception to see if you can actually accurately to see what you saw.
Let's do both. I'll start walking over there while I'm trying to discern better. It's an 11.
An 11.
Yeah.
You can tell that it was the mayor.
Ah.
Yeah, he's a big guy, large for a human.
I'd still
He eats a
probably
lot.
go over there.
All right, and now roll advantage. So a second roll for perception.
12.
All right, you go behind.
Okay.
You go behind, and you see the mayor speaking with Karen. With an 11, that's all you see. You don't manage to hear what they're talking about.
Now, if it's a hearing check, I have advantage.
Yeah, that's what the second perception check was for. That's why I had you roll
Ah.
a second time. Yeah.
Oh,
So sorry.
I got you. It's all good.
So you go behind. And what are you doing, Kitsune? Get out of here.
Just saw someone walk behind here and wanted to make sure no one was injured. You don't have to be rude.
The only reason we're not kicking you out of town is because you're helping. And at that, Karen glares at the mayor. If you excuse us, this is a private matter.
Of course. Like I said, I just was making sure no one needed help, and I'll walk to the side. Then I'm gonna stay there and I'm gonna listen.
Alright, roll me perception. And stealth.
Perception is a 22.
Mm-hmm.
We're gonna use a lucky for that one. That is my last lucky of the day. Okay, it's better than what I had before. It's a 13.
Okay.
I feel that super. I really do.
Their
They just keep
perception
water
was...
balloons.
No. Oh, that's hilarious. So, Karen starts. Sir, you missed it. I'm telling you, it was them. I saw it all. I wouldn't dare to let them out of my sights. You're saying that what you're saying is an act of treason. Can you really say this? Yes. I watched him shoot into the crowd. And then he just started killing people. You accidentally bump in to a trash can at this point. And you hear them stop. Perhaps we should speak about this later, Karen. And you watch as they both walk out.
I would, as soon as I run to the trash can, just start quickly walking the other direction. Like I have been walking this whole time.
Do you look back at all?
Maybe, yes.
Yes. You see them looking at you. They're glaring at you, in fact.
Just big smile, just waves.
Now, Xion, I need you to roll me a 1d4.
Did you say reroll twos?
No, that was just for her.
Alright, well then it's a 2.
Look at that. So a 2. As you are gathering the injured, you find one familiar face. A bard, a performer, laying on the ground, crying.
I'll approach.
As you walk near him, he notices you and straightens up, attempts to hide his tears. How is everyone?
I can say they've been better. Are you okay?
He looks down and you see his instrument is snapped in two. I'm fine. You roll me perception.
Yeah. That is 10.
A 10. It's not a high roll. You notice that it looks like he jumped off the stage, landed on his leer. It seemed to have scratched up his arm pretty bad in the process. He's currently bleeding.
Do you want to hop on the disc?
He stands up. I can walk. Thank you. What was your name again?
Gian.
Gian.
You should head to the town hall. We're getting people patched up there.
Please, let me help.
You should get patched up first. Don't need you bleeding on a bunch of bleeding people.
Right. And he starts to walk towards the town square.
Don't forget your leer.
He picks it up. I've had this leer for many years now. It wasn't really... It's helped me out a lot. Thank you for helping the town, Jian. Please, may it guide you in your journey. And he gives you the lyre.
Yeah, it's liar. No.
Yeah,
Lyre.
I'll say it right for you, Kaylin. Liar.
And he gives you the lyre.
Don't go too far now.
And
Keep it in the pack.
he smiles at you and walks off. And I gave
More people.
What's that?
I'll try to keep up with him if he's heading to the town hall to make sure he gets patched up. He's wanting to help.
Alright. He gets patched up, and if you would allow him, would accompany you to help more injured people. Would you?
Yeah, absolutely.
Alright, so you and the drunken bard are walking around, picking people up. He's helping them get on your disc. And the town is slowly becoming more empty. It takes about 2 hours, but all the injured seem to be gathered.
Real quick.
In total.
Immediately after I hear that conversation, I will want to be in sight of Gian, and I'm going to cast a message to let him know what I just heard.
Alright. Gian.
So that he can make an informed decision on if he needs to GTFO.
Gian, you now know that Karen saw you fire magic missiles into the crowd and saw you, or blames you for the deaths.
I will also do the same to Chad if I can find him and do a similar thing.
You can likely find Chad. And thank you for the bits. I do appreciate that, Winks. You're fucking awesome. Thank you. Thank you. But yes, so you managed to find and tell Chad as well. Which at that point Chad does meet up with Gian alongside Rainbow. And Rainbow, roll me one more perception check.
Sight-based?
Roll me a sight-based and then roll me a second one for a hearing.
The sight was 21.
Okay.
Hearing is 26.
So, as you go through town, you see the look of fear on people's faces. When you walk towards them, offering aid, they walk backwards. No one seems to let you get within arm's reach. You try to help someone, and they say they're fine, even though they're currently bleeding. All you want to do is help.
When I see people that are like that, I will cast Healing Word, which does not require me to touch them.
Splendid. And as you do, they look surprised. They get up and run to town hall. And right as the three of you get together, you see one familiar face walk up to the group of you. Jade's there as well. No. Yeah. Sure, Jade's there as well.
I imagine she's probably running around kind of similarly to Taraka and Gian, trying to help out in
Very
whatever
much
way
so.
she can.
Well, anyway, a very familiar face walks up to the lot of us. You recognize him as a friendly. Larry was his name. It looks like he's walking with a limp and holding his shoulder. He sees the group and at first he looks surprised, but he smiles and walks closer.
You're injured. And I cast second level healing word on him.
You watch as he lets go of his arm, and his limp seems to straighten up a bit. Thank you. That's rather kind. He looks you in the eyes. That's high enough. Raka? Is it?
Yeah.
I can never
eyes
forget.
gave me away, huh?
One's brown, one's red. It's rather uncommon. Thank you, Taraka. I knew you were one of the good ones. And he would hold out his hand to you.
She will take it cautiously.
I'm told that everyone is meeting up at Town Hall. I'm going to see if I can be of any help. Thank you all for what you've done.
Do you need to be escorted?
I know my way around town. And I've already been healed. If I see anyone who needs help, I'll bring them with me. And he walks off, leaving us three together, with the realization that the mayor may have a plan for Jian.
I would like to find the bard if he's still at the town hall.
That he is. Or I suppose he's been following you, so yes, he is also there.
Oh, you're right here.
Yes.
Alright, he's still I guess helping people if there still are, but hey, let me see that lyre.
Yeah, it's for you. And he hands it to you.
How bad is the break on it?
It's snapped in two.
Is it clean? Or is it kind
No.
of flaky?
Kind of flaky.
Alright. I'm gonna try to hold it best I can and see how good a mending hits it.
You roll me Arcana 1d20. This is a no mere instrument. This is something with good magic attuned to it.
That's a dirty 20.
A dirty 20? Alright, with a dirty 20, you do manage to have the pieces connect. But the seam is still there. Although it's not in two pieces anymore, it doesn't still seem like it's whole. It can be played, but it can't be used.
One piece is better than two.
He reaches for the lyre, and he starts to strum his strings. But it just doesn't sound right. He attempts to tune it, but it just makes it worse. Please, hold on to this. If you could find a way to fix it, I would be eternally grateful.
I'll see what I can do.
Thank you.
Let me add this to my inventory.
Congrats, congrats. With everyone gathered now, the injured, the dead, it seems as though 20 people were injured and 5 people have died. Taraka, you have brought one back to life. Chad has healing worded 8 of them. You've healing worded, I think, 3 now?
I think so. Either 3 or 4.
3 or 4? We'll say 4. And that still leaves 8 people needing to be healing worded. You watch as an old woman walks into the town hall. Jian, you don't have access to healing word or cure wounds, do you?
No.
Did not think so.
I walk over and I'm gonna try and heal some of the others. I've got a few more spell slots left.
Perfect.
Actually,
but
I'm gonna do a mass healing word, which lets me hit 6 of them.
perfect. And also, Jian and Taraka, as Taraka is walking to the town square, or town hall, roll me perception.
Hearing or sound? Or
Sight.
hearing or sight?
Well, that's a 7.
That's a 7. I need to get you some glasses, man.
It's a 24.
The 24, you see Chad walk towards his manor.
I'll see that, cast message toward him. Are you okay?
Yeah, I just need supplies.
Do you
I'll
need
be
help
right
to
back.
carry things?
I'm good. Please make sure everyone is okay.
Well, she can't cast it today anyway. If you're able to, if you happen to have more diamonds, over the next couple of days, I can bring the rest of the people back to life. I just don't I don't have any more.
That's actually exactly what I was doing. I was going to see if my mom had any.
Good.
Yeah. And he continues to walk towards his manor. Splendid. He is gone for about 45 minutes. Jian, what are you doing while Taraka is healing? About everyone is picked up and brought to town hall. You can start casting mending on buildings, try to repair the town. There's still a couple fires that need to be put out. Or are you going to be
I think
helping
I'd be
Ken?
best served with putting out fires for now. If they're still going.
Alright. Jian the firefighter. Perfect. And
the whole plan of burning this town down, but hey.
it was your plan after all.
It was.
And then it started happening, and I'm just like, well, shit.
Well, shit. I guess I gotta put this out now. I was supposed to be the one who burned this place down, not you.
That's why he's putting it out. So that he can relight it.
Oh no. Well, Taraka, as you go inside town hall, you notice that all eyes are on you.
That's a good idea, Simon, I'm not gonna lie.
Water them so you just put out fires by being. Hey, just have your personal storm cloud again.
Exactly, we just need Adelar to throw water on you.
There we go.
But yeah.
But yes,
That's
all
sounding
Making me
eyes.
real sad.
This will make me real sad. Poor Gian. I mean, you should be sad right about now. I'm not gonna tell you why. Actually, no, you should be happy. You should. I don't know. I don't know, man. I don't know. You've had a lot going on here recently.
It's
You
a
should be
bunch
feeling a
going
lot
on.
of stuff.
It's probably thunderclouds more than rain.
There we go. But yes, all eyes seem to be on Taraka. And as you attempt to go up to people asking if they've been fed, they've had water, they scooch back and try to distance themselves. You eventually just sit on the floor and cast mass healing word. Everyone watches as you sit there and heal them all. Roll me perception.
Sight-based?
Sight-based.
That's a 10.
A 10. It wasn't a high one. You notice that the elderly woman seems to be keeping an eye on you. But you also see that she smiles when you notice that she sees you. It's a sincere smile. The town still seems to be terrified of you, but you see some people who aren't so easily swayed.
I also want to note, I will probably be keeping an eye on the little boy whose mom died that I brought back, in particular.
You see that he is still crying over her, but she has woken up just barely, and she is holding his hand.
I would like to make sure that he's gotten water and something to eat as well as something for her.
Alright. You walk up with 2 bottles of water, or 2 mugs of water, and a platter of food. The boy immediately gets up and runs up and hugs your leg. Thank you so much! And as he does, you hear the people in town hall gasp. You hear one say, "Is he foolish? Is he mad?" And the boy just hugs you. The mother at first slowly but still reached out towards him, and once she saw that you were helping, put her hand down. You hear her say, "Thank you."
Of course. Here, you need to drink. You're gonna be tired for a bit.
And
I hand them
she
both the
does.
water.
She does accept the water and food. And the boy starts to help his mother eat. Gian, you're all alone, are you not?
I think so at this point. Unless the bard's still there.
You are away from the party at least.
Yeah.
Yes. So, this would be right about the time that Chad is heading back. And you are in the center of town square. If you recall, a Cambion lit the tree on fire. Magical flames is quite difficult to put out, as you're currently finding out. As you and the bard attempt to put out the flames, which only seem to grow wilder, you overhear the mayor as he steps up on stage. Everyone, listen here. Our town has been attacked. Our town has been infiltrated by monsters. People set out to kill us all. This is an attack on our freedom and an attack on our people. I want you all to know, I am not going to sit idly by and let this terrorist come in and destroy our town. This all started. He looks dead at Jian. When one beast threw missiles into the crowd. Jian, I hereby declare you under arrest.
You said he's looking at me?
Yes, he is directly speaking to you at this point.
I'm gonna take a quick break from frostbiting the fires off of this big-ass flaming tree, look him dead in the eye, and give him the biggest middle finger I can. And I'm going to cast Hand, and it's going to be a giant middle finger. And then I'll go back to blowing the tree.
Let me roll for the guards really fast. Ooh. Ooh, congratulations. They passed a wisdom save. I gave them no modifiers. Congratulations. And the guards see that you're actually helping put out the flames. And you watch as 3 guards run up to you. You likely get into a battle stance. But the guards seem to ignore you, and instead you watch as they help put out the tree. What are you doing?
One thing at a time.
At that point, you watch as Chad, Roman perception, Jian.
That's a 14.
14.
Yeah,
With a
it's little
14. With a 14, you can tell that Chad looks rather annoyed, to say the least. He gets up on stage, looks at the mayor, then looks at the crowd. People of Fairyville, this was an attack, yes, but this was not started by Jian, and he is no beast. As you see, he is not attacking. He is helping, putting out fires in the town. This is something far greater than anyone here knows. We should not reprimand people for the way they look, but for the actions they take. And the actions that I see right here, right now, are not acts of violence, not acts of terror or fear. And he looks at you, Jian. But acts of heroism, of fearlessness, of someone who, even in the face of discrimination, still rose above to help this town. My people, stand with me, and instead of reprimanding this hero, let's help him save our town. And the crowd looks confused, perplexed, as if they don't exactly know what they should be doing. After a moment, you hear Larry speak up. What are you all waiting for? Let's help the injured, put out the fires. Let's go. And the crowd starts to disperse. The mayor looking dead at Chad and Gian, says, "You will regret this." Gian, make me one more perception check with advantage, please.
So it's either a natural 1 or a 10.
Did you ever use that bardic inspiration that Chad gave you?
I actually did not. What is his inspiration dice right now?
D8, I believe. Let me double check.
There should be a D8.
So that goes from a 10 to a 6.
Oh, it's a D10.
Oh, it went up to a D10 at level 10. Okay.
Oh, well, then if it was from his level 8, then yeah, it was a D8.
Well, then never mind. It's an 18 then.
18? Well, with an 18, that just barely makes it. Congratulations. Well, as he walks off, just barely you notice, is that a scarab on his back? It's just a bug. It must have just latched onto him.
On whose back now?
The mayor's back. There is a bug on his back. You just barely see it.
I'm going to approach the mayor.
You approach the mayor. You approach the mayor.
You got a little something on you right now.
He looks confused. I'm not speaking to a beast.
Well, that makes this a little bit easier.
He looks confused.
I'm gonna put my arm out towards him, and with a little fine familiar, a snake's going to spring from my sleeve and wrap him up. And I'm going to stick. I'm going to stick Pablo and tell him to get that scarab off.
Guards! Help! Guards! And guards will look over and see. Oh, is stream lagging? Are we back?
Oh.
Alright, cool.
I'm actually going to flag them over too. Yes, he's going to need help.
The guards come over and surround you. You thought you could be trusted. Maybe the mayor's right.
Maybe. Or you could, help me get this mind-controlling scarab off his back.
And you watch as the scarab flies away.
See, there it goes. And I want Pablo.
Release me! This instant!
Pablo's focused on the scarab, so if it's moving,
Alright.
he's going after the scarab.
Roll me a roll to hit for the scarab.
That's a 14 with the teeth.
Alright, well, I'm fairly certain scarabs do not have a very high AC. So, you watch as Pablo eats the scarab. Just lunges off with the mayor, eating the bug and slithering back to you. Arrest this man at once. He attacked me.
You don't look very attacked right now. You look fine, actually.
You just wrapped a snake around me. What else do you call that?
Well, you're not injured in any way, so I would call it, maybe that scarab was actually yours, and you're the reason these devils are in town.
Don't arrest this man this instant.
Now, don't try to arrest your political rivals now.
Political what?
Don't worry about that.
And the
I'm gonna
guards
get back
grab
to
you.
helping.
The guards do grab you. I will say that.
Okay.
Do you follow them?
No, I'm not gonna do that. Yeah, I'll follow them.
Alright. They take you in to the police station and throw you in a cell. We'll be back to question you later. There's a lot going on right now.
I'm not going anywhere.
And they walk out. Do you just wait, Jian?
No.
No.
Just
What do you
no.
do?
I will polymorph into a cricket.
Alright. Congratulations, you have escaped. It's a human prison. There's not a lot of magic in this town.
Just hop on out.
Hop on out. Leave the jail cell and go back to helping, I'm guessing.
I'm gonna see if I can find the mayor.
The mayor.
Mm-hmm.
Alright. So you go back to where he was. Roll me survival tracking. Because he's no longer here. You're gonna have to see if you can hunt him down.
That's not very good. Yeah, it's a 10.
You cannot find him.
Cursed crickets. Let me see if I can find Taraka.
Alright, if you go inside town hall, you would see her feeding a woman and child at this point.
Alright, I'll hop on up.
Alright. Baraka, you see a cricket sitting on your shoulder.
A bug!
You smash the bug and it turns into a geo.
I mean, we just got warned about bugs with this dude, so, I mean... You probably
did.
should have been a mouse or something.
Oh no, it's fine.
Fine.
Just little 1 damage puts the cricket away.
Yeah. Sorry, Gian, I didn't realize that was you. Why were you a cricket?
I'm supposed to be in jail.
You know, that doesn't surprise me, actually. But if you're supposed to be in jail, why are you here?
Yeah, I think the mayor is compromised. Just wanted to let you know that. You know, given that they're looking for you too, he might try to get you too.
Great. Sounds lovely.
Yeah, it's shit, but I'm headed back to jail.
I will, yeah. I'll let Chad know what's going on.
And I guess I will... Do I know the spell slot? Let me see. Oh yeah. Back to cricket. I'll have Pablo sneak me back into jail.
You'll just hide in his mouth.
Oh yeah.
Alright, so you go back to jail.
That's my last 4th level. Alright.
So Taraka, what do you do?
I assume they're pretty well close to being done by now. The kid and the mom
Yes.
with their food.
Everyone seems
Go ahead.
to be more or less healed at this point, and except for the no more alive people. There are 4 dead people, and about this point, actually no, before this, because Chad came and spoke with the mayor, or did his speech, and then went into town hall. So right before this, you watch Chad come in, and Chad is over near the dead bodies. You watch as he resurrects one person, as he also took Ray's dead.
I'll tell the woman and child, I think you two have it from here. But if you need anything else, just let someone know. Make sure you get plenty of rest and feel better. And then I'll go over there to talk to Chad.
Hey, Taraka. How are you?
Hey. Oh, I'm good. And I will cast message so no one else can hear this. So evidently the mayor may be compromised and Gian is in jail.
What? What?
Yeah. Gian turned into a cricket, came out here. I smushed him. Didn't know it was him at the time. And he told me that the mayor may be compromised and had him thrown in jail.
Uh, um,
Yeah.
I'm. Can you make sure she's okay? He points to the girl he just resurrected. I'm gonna see if I can't find the mayor and try to, I don't know, post his bail or something. What did he even do? Oh, if he's compromised, then
idea.
I don't even know.
No idea. But as side note, Gian said they might be looking for me too, so yeah.
In that case, how would you like to speak with the mayor with me?
That sounds like the highlight of my day.
You know,
I say we make sure she's okay first, and then we go.
you feel a hand on your shoulder, and you look behind you. You see the old woman that's been keeping an eye on you. She speaks up. I'll make sure that she's okay. Go. Do what you need. Chad replies, Thanks, Luna. I appreciate you.
Thank you.
He smiles as the two of you walk up and get up. And Chad says he's probably in his office. Let's go check it out. And the two of you head into... You're already in Town Hall. There are multiple entrances into Town Hall. He takes you over to a door that says Mayoral Office. He knocks on the door, and you hear a feminine voice on the other side. Sorry, we're not taking... We're busy. Chad just opens it up. It looks like there is a receptionist sitting in, well, behind a desk. I said we're busy. Chad speaks up. I need to speak with the mayor. He is thinking right now. He needs time alone. I need to speak with the mayor. Well, that's too bad for you.
I point at the door and cast message. Mr. Mayor, do you mind to come and speak with us for just a moment?
Why do I hear voices in my head?
Because your receptionist is telling us we can't talk to you, but we need to talk to you about a very important matter, so can you please open the door?
Who are you?
Well, come out and you'll see.
He speaks up. Please leave now. And Chad says, I'm sorry, Susan, but I suggest you let us in. Good job, Chad. She gives him... If looks could kill, Chad would be dead.
Damn.
As he stands up, or as she stands up and walks over the door, sticks a key in it and opens it up. Thank you. And he walks right in. Truck, I'm assuming you follow.
Yep, she just looks. He tried to ask nicely and walks in.
As you walk past her, you hear her say, Fucking beasts. And you go in and shut the door. She shuts the door behind you. What are... Oh god, the kitsune already. Okay. What do you want? He holds his hand
wait.
towards you, Tarika.
Who, Chad does or the mayor?
The mayor does. Saying, what do you want, beast?
We wanted to talk to you about Gian getting arrested.
Oh yes, the other beast who shot missiles into the crowd and ended up killing 2 people. No.
Note, the first thing is magic missile, and I don't know if you know much about magic, but magic missile is a spell that homes in on the target, so it's only gonna hit the one singular person that it is directed towards. So completely not
And
dangerous.
then
to
why did he
surroundings.
attack me just 10 minutes ago?
He attacked you?
Well, why else would I put him in... This is why I don't speak... Beasts just don't even understand common logic. Of course I put him in jail. He attacked me. Why wouldn't I? Mayor, what did he do? He sucked his snake wrapped around me and was strangling the life out of me.
That doesn't sound like Gian.
It doesn't. Well, sounds like you don't know what beasts are really like then, Chadsworth. Perhaps you should go back to being a playboy. It's what you're good at, isn't it? Listen, Mr. Dewey. How much for his
Actually, he's
bail?
good at actually helping your town instead of just being holed up in an office doing... What are
I'm
you
not
doing right now?
talking.
Because it looks like nothing.
I'm not talking to a beast anymore. How much is his bail? I don't think I want to give him a bail. How much? And you watch as he smiles. $15,000 gold.
That's a
You're kidding.
ridiculous number. You're not even injured.
He went. It was attempted murder. If it wasn't for my loyal guards, I would have been dead.
Okay.
If you want a
So-
murderer running on the streets, you'll have to pay for it.
Okay, so you are dumber than you look because you should know, based on the killing of the Cambions, that if Gian wanted you dead, it wouldn't have been an attempt. You would just be dead. But
You
the
know
fact
what?
that you're completely unharmed means that there was not an attempted murder.
You know what? Just for that beast, it looks at Chad. It's now 20,000 gold.
Quit talking to him. He's compromised. Them scarabs are the devils.
Chad seems to be contemplating.
Okay, good.
He takes a deep sigh. Fine. Take it. Take it all. And the mayor gives him a sinister smile. Pleasure doing business. And he takes out a key and puts it on the desk. Slides it to the other side. His
Hydrate.
trial. Thank you for the hydrate. His trial will be held in 2 weeks. I suppose I'll see him then? Or shall we send out a manhunt for him? With all due respect, if you sent any guards to try and truly apprehend him, and he wished to cause you all harm, I think you have seen his power today. If you wanted to kill, you'd be dead. Just know, I think it's time for a new mayor in town. He grabs the key and starts to walk off.
Taraka already walked out. Chad
Makes
just did not
sense.
realize it.
Makes sense. I'm assuming he meets up with you outside of the receptionist room.
Is there a tree right outside the town?
Half
hall?
on fire. Yes.
That's fine. I want to punch the tree.
Alright, roll me damage.
It's an armed strike, so
Okay, so you're
2 damage.
2 damage. As you
Yep.
do, you feel the tree shake. It is not very sturdy right now. Continuing to hit this tree could cause it to collapse.
You just needed to punch something.
Just needed to punch something. Chad gets out and sees you. Taraka, are you okay?
Her eyes have a faint red glow. Yes, I'm fine. I already rolled the wisdom save. I got a 19. That's why she
Right.
walked off.
Makes sense. Makes sense. Let me check something really fast. So I am uncertain. He does not, it appears. He does not have calm emotions. Well, you see as Chad reaches out his hand towards yours. You can assume he wants you to take it. Let's go get Gian. It's probably best thing to do right now.
Yeah. Lead the way.
And you two walk to the jail cell. And Gian, what are you doing in jail?
Taking an arcane recovery with a short rest.
Nice. Look at that. You see him just floating, levitating in a cell, reading his book. I see prison has treated you well.
Sorry, same bye. It's been alright.
What's up? I got you a present. And he pulls out a key. Sticks it inside the door and unlocks. Congratulations.
What is going on right now?
I don't know. But I think we need to go home.
Yeah. Why do you have a key?
I paid your bail.
Posted your bail.
You know I can just leave, right?
I'd rather you have access to the town.
It looks better if you're not escaping.
I can see that. I'll stand up and walk out. But we're in another kangaroo court situation. Being persecuted by the only person with any real power, and who's also compromised by the very same people.
Which is why
That's why I think we should just leave.
I'm not leaving my town. The people here, they're They may not all be the best, but they try. I'm not leaving my people.
No, I think you
I'm not going.
misunderstand me. I don't mean leave as in leave the town. I mean leave as in we just sneak out. We don't need access to the town. This town has a cancer that we can root out.
Wouldn't it be easier to do so with access? Especially if your statement is something we pursue.
Maybe. I don't know if he'd take any steps to limit access anyways, though.
He may. But I feel this is a conversation best not had here. If he is compromised, who is to say that there aren't ears listening everywhere here?
You're right, we should leave. For now.
Chad starts to walk out and towards the manor. Presume you all follow.
Yes.
At this point, yes.
Alright. You get back to the manor. And you see Jade sitting there. Actually, no. On your way back to the manor, you see Charles running into town. It looks like there is a familiar half-elf with him. Urza.
I want to retcon a little bit. I also would have told Jade what was going on with Gian. I forgot about Jade.
No worries. We can say that she's informed. We can say that you guys picked her up on the way back, running back to,
I mean, at
the
minimum,
manor.
I just need to be within 120 feet of her and cast message.
Alright. But yeah, so you meet up with Jade and you're starting to head back to the manor. You just got her all caught up, and you see Charles and Urza running into town. Chatsworth! Chatsworth, are you okay? He runs up and hugs him tight. And then looks at the two of you. What happened? The bloody place is on fire! What happened? Urza speaks up. I do hope you're all okay. Do either of you two speak up?
Just more devil troubles.
Oh yeah, never better.
I thought you were all dead. I have to say I'm happy that I'm wrong.
Seems it's the same people too, so some people
You-
feel differently.
Charles looks confused, looks at Urza, then the group. You know each other. Yes. And Chad has been helping us out for a while, and about 2 weeks ago, he brought his friends over to my settlement. They needed help, and I promised that I would. And I've kept that promise, Gian. Let's all go home. We can speak there. Yeah. And you all walk back to the manor. And
I will say, along the way, if we see any small fires, I want to cast Prestidigitation to snuff them.
alright,
It can be no bigger than a small campfire.
alright. You might see one or two. Alright, so you head back into the manor. Chad immediately goes over to the couch and sits down, holds his head in his hands. Will someone tell me what happened? I wanted I just went out to get Urza and some ingredients and what happened? Someone.
The shitheads who took and potentially killed my family were here at the festival, and I have reason to believe the mayor is compromised by the same people.
You said that a couple of times now. Why do you think he's compromised?
The scarabs. I'll see if Pablo can puke it out.
Let me
I
roll
mean, it does
him.
take snakes days to digest.
Give it to you. Yeah, he slithers off your arms and goes on the floor. And you watch as a scarab covered in mucus comes out of his mouth. All of a sudden, its legs start to twitch as if it's still
I
alive.
stick my rapier in it.
He got to it before me.
She was ready for it.
Lol. It still seems to be moving, even with it being pierced.
I'm pinning it.
You're what?
I'm pinning it with my rapier.
Of course. Its legs still seem to be twitching though.
It seems the group that is working against us venerates a very specific devil that keeps the scarab as its symbol, and that its influence is felt around these scarabs. Not to mention, this festival was for the mayor's honor, and one of the guests was Lucy, the person who kidnapped the family. And so it's potential that she was invited by him.
This
Makes sense.
It's grave news. And he sits down next to Chad and puts his arm around him. I'm sorry, my boy.
Before we talk further, do you have any particular use for this scarab?
Nope.
You should probably kill that thing.
What I was going to do. And
likely
if Gian says there's nothing else to do, she's just gonna smush it.
Keeping that thing alive is gonna bring us no good and has potential for bad.
I'll have Pablo eat up the remains.
Alright.
And if we find a healer, some kind of cleric or something, I'll see if they can do something with those remains.
Well, Rocket knows of a healer.
Just exercise it away.
There's more, Charles. We kind of don't have our fortune. What do you mean, son? I had to bail out Gian. What do you mean? Most of our savings are gone.
Wait, that took everything?
Not everything, but most, yeah. The town isn't that big, and
How much was bailed?
it doesn't matter.
It sounds like it does, honestly.
Chasworth, how much was it? 20,000. 20,000 gold?
Taraka looks
That
yeah, she looks like she feels bad.
you do know I could have just left. Like, yeah, it wouldn't have looked too good, but also That's extortion, man.
If I let you leave, then the townspeople will never learn. They'll keep on thinking that anyone other than a human is just a beast. This town can never grow, can never learn if we don't show them what's right. We can't just tell them. Today, throughout all the pain and suffering, the one thing I saw was finally some semblance of unity. When push came to shove, yes, people were scared. Yes, people were hesitant. They still said rude things, but they started to break down. If you double down, just escape, they can never learn. They can never see how good you truly are. No. I gave up. It's fine, because in the end, this city will grow. The mayor will not hold this city. We will not be extorted. I understand that right now it's a kangaroo court, or at least it seems that way. But Fairyvale is different than the Feywilds. We are not run by one head. We are ran by our community. If we can convince the town that you are good, we can convince them the mayor is not, then we can win. At least we can win back Fairyvale. And I'm not giving up on my own.
I understand. And you're not wrong. There are a lot of people who are very bigoted, to say the least. But there are also people who are willing to listen. I was lucky and got to meet a few today.
That is very fair. This is your home. And you're right, you shouldn't give up on it. But your real home would need to have a system that actually dispenses justice impartially.
Could not agree more. Step one is to get that mayor out of office.
There has to be some way it can be brought to light that he invited the instigator of the attack on the festival.
There has to be. He's going to make sure he looks his best for the mayoral elections. He's won the past decade. No, he's won for the past 3 years. Ever since. He lowers his head. Ever since my parents died. There's never been a good leader in Fairyvale. we need to make sure that the town sees the mayor for who he really is.
Who would you say his supporters are?
He was always friends with my parents. After they passed, it was an easy choice for the people to vote him in. He's always had the support of the community. They've always thought he looked after them. I've never looked close enough. Never really cared. He's right. I've been immature. A playboy. I haven't cared. But that stops today. I will be better. I will be strong.
You know, Fairyvale might need a mayor soon, but it also seems like it needs its champion.
He looks at you. Who might that be?
Hopefully someone pretty strong.
Takes him a second and gives you a smile.
That person would have to be the greatest. I wonder who we could get.
He smiles and he stands up.
Don't really need to be elected for that one, huh?
I mean, hey, everyone's already heard of me. Charles gets up, puts his hand on Chad's shoulder. You've got this, son. Yeah, as long as I have you all in my corner. I know. We will do this.
Yeah.
I'm going to get dinner ready. If any of you need me, you know where to find me. And he walks out. Urza then speaks up. And Gian, it's been a minute since I saw you last. I believe you asked me to scry on your wife.
Have you seen anything?
She lowers her head. I have, yes.
How bad is it?
He takes a seat and signals for you to sit next to her.
I'm gonna sit down.
I saw. It looks like she's finding hard words to. Wow, I'm finding words hard to speak. She's struggling to say what she needs to say, and instead she holds open her hand, and you see a mirror image. It looks like a chamber, a statue of a woman holding up a crystal. Somehow this crystal and statue seems to almost look familiar. Something about it. Roll me perception.
That's a dirty 20.
Some of the runes engraved in the crystal remind you of that book. You swear you saw it there. But with a dirty 20, you also see something far worse than a mere statue or crystal. You see your wife in this chamber. It looks like she's barely breathing, laying on the floor. It appears that there is runes underneath her. You see her roar and find the energy to stand up, and looks like she ramps into air, and you see there's an invisible barrier that electrocutes her as she tries to leave the runes on the floor. It took me days to actually reach her. I've tried every day since you've left. And this is all I got. I just saw this 3 days ago. I'm sorry, Gian. But she does seem to still be alive. Or at least, she did.
What is the statue made of that I have here?
The statue that you have?
Yes.
Which statue do you have?
Was she showing me in the... What was she showing me, or was she describing it to me?
So she couldn't find the words to say, so she cast a minor illusion to show you what she saw. Yeah. So you saw the chamber, and inside the center of the chamber there's a statue with a crystal, and you saw your wife in there as well.
Mm. So she is still alive.
I hope so, yes.
Urza, do you think you could scry on someone else?
Of course, Baraka. Of course. Who might you need?
My mom. I don't know where they took her. But if you could find her, I would appreciate it.
You feel her hold your hand in hers. I'll do my best, Baraka. Of course, I will help. And
Thank
then
you.
you feel Jade hug you tight.
She jumps at the touch.
I think we should all get some rest. But... oh wait, no. Never mind. Charles is making dinner right now. You're not gonna get rest, you're about to eat.
Yeah.
Right about then, Charles, you do hear, or actually, no, you would smell food being cooked from the kitchen. He does. He is good. These rolls tonight, I'm telling you, my rolls have been, like, top notch. Everyone's been succeeding, except even Gian has I don't know if you failed today.
I
It's
got
a night
I
of
got a 7.
successes.
Oh, you did get a 7. Uh, there it is. So, you smell food that is about... Stretch. Thank you for
Thanks for the stretch.
27 good is what you smell. Or 28 good. Yeah. So, if it was a 1 out of 20, it's about a 28.
Well, good.
Yeah. And as you all make your way to the kitchen, he lays down ham, potatoes, and corn. A very protein-heavy meal. Do you all eat your dinner?
Absolutely.
You feel better.
Taraka
was that,
picks
Taraka?
at it. She eats about half.
You feel a little bit better. Still putting calm emotions in your food.
Running around town takes a lot out of you.
It does. Alright. And anything else you guys would like to do for the rest of the day? Anyone you would like to speak to?
Hit me in the face, Sagres. After dinner, Taraka would go probably outside and strum her lute and pray to the traveler.
Alright, roll me a D100.
That's an 80.
An 80? Ooh, just barely. Alright, what do you say?
Uncle Lavinius, please help me find Mom. Please let her still be alive.
Alrighty. You feel a hand on your shoulder. And you get a flash. It's almost as if a vision. You see the crystal being shattered by an arrow with... The arrow you can't quite make out, but it looks different.
Okay.
That is the vision you get. The crystal that Urza showed you being shattered by a strange-looking arrow.
I will pull out my painter's kit and paint a picture of that arrow.
Alright. And right as you finish praying, Chad walks out and sits next to you. Are you okay?
Yeah. Are you?
Yeah. I managed to find all the diamonds.
Posture check.
Thanks for the posture check. I managed to find all the diamonds my mom used to own. I think we will be able to bring everyone back.
That's good. Was there one extra by chance?
He pulls out his hand and goes to give you something.
She holds her hand out.
He sets a ring in your hand. It's diamond. This was my mother's ring. It's a ring of foresight. The diamonds will be able to raise dead.
Hopefully not have to use it.
And he holds your hand. He holds it tight. You two can stay out there as long as you'd like. Jian, what are you doing at this time?
He has a lot of considering to do. And
Does
there's
he?
quite a few options for what's going on and what can be done about. He's definitely going to be hanging out in his room.
Alright.
This whole jailbird thing is kind of hilarious.
Oh, is it?
Just in and out.
In and out, yep. The jail cell straight up couldn't stop you. Only reason you got out is for political reasons. You could have easily just walked right out.
Yep.
Wondering if even showing up to court is even worth it at this point.
You have 2 weeks. There is a debate later this week. So we'll see what the public's opinion is. If you guys can sway their minds. But you do get a knock on the door, Jian.
It's open.
As the door opens, you smell snickerdoodle pancakes. Jian, are you okay?
Never better.
May
Why
I
does food
come in?
have to be so expensive? Yes, come in.
Why does food have to be so expensive? For real. He sits down next to you. If food is what you're asking for, I brought you something. And he sets a plate of pancakes in front of you.
I appreciate that, Charles.
Of course. Pancakes always seem to make Chadsworth feel better. Albeit not mine. I figured it may make you feel better as well.
Honestly, it's the thought that makes me feel better.
Is there anything I could do?
You and Chad have done so much already.
Just know, at this point, you, even that Kitsune girl, are family. I will make sure that you are both taken care of, even without our inheritance.
Just so much. Hope makes things hard.
I can only imagine. You've lost so much. I only hope. No. I know that in time you will find happiness again.
I know I can find happiness.
And he smiles at you. If you need anything, you know where to find me. I'll be in my garden. And he stands up and goes to walk out.
Thank you for the pancakes.
Anytime. He leaves. Now, Taraka, we have a few minutes left. Would you like to roleplay what Chad and yourself are talking about?
probably ask him again. Are you sure you're okay? I know it can't be easy giving up so much just for a kangaroo court, as Gian says.
It was never mine to begin with. I never chose this life. It was thrust upon me. I never even really wanted any of it.
I
I've
understand
been
that better
in...
than you probably think.
Yeah. When the Strongs adopted me, I had nothing. So I guess I still have more than I did then. I'm in no worse spot than... I'll be okay.
You were adopted. That explains the picture in your room.
Yeah. I'm Chad. Chad Bond. I'm sure you haven't heard of me.
No, but I think I already like you better than Chad Strong.
Oh? And why's that?
Well, you see, Chad Strong is, a playboy, just out to have fun, but Chad Bond is caring, kind, and wants to help people.
I remember my mom a lot. You know, there was one thing that would always make me smile. And he opens up his bag, starts to pull out some cooking equipment. Anytime I was sad, my mom would always make me blueberry pancakes. We didn't have a lot of money, so food was kind of tight. But pancake batter is relatively cheap. And blueberries grow in the forest, so it gave us a little bit of sugar. It was sweet. And he starts to pour some batter in a pan. Anytime I was sad, she would smile and cook me pancakes and tell me everything is going to be okay. Needless to say, I was a very fat kid. But I will never forget her smile. She cared about me as something the Strongs never did. He plots a pancake down in front of me on a plate. So yeah, I've never really felt like a Strong.
She takes a bite. I can see how these pancakes would make you feel better.
He smiles at that. I mean, I am the greatest after all.
Oh, no. See, now that's Chad Strong coming out.
You know, at this point it's hard to tell which one is which.
That's fair. Sometimes we wear so many masks we can never tell what our real face is.
One thing I can tell, Taraka, is that I'm happy that I ran in to you, Gian. You really opened my eyes. This whole thing has been shit. But I can look back and I can see that I didn't like who I was. Thank you.
I didn't do anything other than stumble into a town of people who absolutely despise me and happened to stumble into you and Gian. That was nothing.
Well, are you sure everyone hates you? Seems to me like you made a couple friends.
I mean, I made a couple of people not completely despise me. I wouldn't consider them friends, per se.
Give it time, Taraka. I trust in my people. I'm sure they'll see you for you real soon.
We'll see. But I suppose it doesn't matter. When is Gion's trial? I assume we're stuck here until then.
2 weeks. And
Great.
I'm sure we can go anywhere we want, as who's really gonna stop us? Worst case scenario, we'll just say we're in the manor. Let's just make sure no one sees us leave.
That's not a problem. She turns herself into somebody different.
Yeah. Seems so easy for you.
Liz turns into him.
Oh,
See?
really?
I'm the greatest. I can be whoever I want.
Uh-huh. But how about we go to bed? I think it's about time.
Yeah.
Anything else you'd like to do at nighttime, Gian?
I think you actually just try to get some sleep.
Alright. Look at that. So you guys get some sleep. And I will say there's likely going to be a few time skips, but we'll play it by ear. Normally I have 2 weeks to plan out a D&D session. I only had one this time. This is about as far as I got. So you wake up the next morning. This is also a pretty decent stopping point. If you guys would like to stop here after 2 hours, we can. Or would you guys like to roleplay, possibly do some side quests, possibly speak to more people, build further relationships? It's your guys' choice.
I'm up for either one. It's totally up to you, Kisser.
I
Gian,
will be needing to leave it at 2.
you will be what?
Needing to leave it at 2.
Leave it up to me?
No, I have a obligation.
Oh, you have an obligation. Oh, well then it's a good thing that we reached a good stopping point an hour early. Alrighty. Well, with that being said, congratulations, guys. You have put out the flames in Fairyvale, ran around and healed, I would say countless, but it was very much so counted. You healed 20 people and revived 2. You interacted with the mayor. Gian got sent to jail. Again. It's always Gian. It's
It is
always
always
Gian.
Yeah, jail. I can't go back.
I can't go back. Poor
Simon,
Gian.
eventually, when Taraka's not terrified of Charles, that would be a thing.
Oh, joy. I can see that. I can so see that. Taraka just pretending to be Chad. Just to mess with Charles.
I mean, she probably walked in that manor still looking like him and acted like she was gonna go up to his room just to mess with him.
There we go. You didn't even notice at first until Chad walked in after you. I was like, wait a minute.
Just Scooby-Doo prank him and just both go between rooms, both looking at Chad.
Yes. Just Misty stepping between each room. Both of you walking out at the same time from different doors. I love it. I love it. So, I will ask though, Rainbow, Gion, what do you guys think about this session? Let's put on some more lively music now that now that the session is over. Let's get into some Q and A's. My favorite part. Not really. My favorite part is, well, role playing. Let's do some medieval market. How does that sound? There we go. So, Taraka, Gion, what are your questions?
Don't really have any at the moment. We're just gonna have to see where things go from here.
I have plans.
Is this gonna go on Gion's record?
Don't worry. It'll get expunged. As long as you guys win, it'll get expunged. If you guys lose, you lose Fairy Bell. And that is... Yeah.
Yeah, it's not good.
Yeah.
Not at all.
Seeing as though you guys don't have too many places that you guys can hide out at right now. I mean, Gion always has his place.
Yeah, it's kind of far away right now, though. And also,
It
I'm
is.
not sure what's still left there.
You should definitely put a teleportation circle there.
I need to spend a year there.
Oh, you had to spend a whole year there?
For it to be permanent, yeah.
Oh, damn. That sucks. I did not completely understand teleportation circle.
Yeah, no, that's for future benefit.
So... Wait a minute. I need to read this now. I thought it was just...
If there's
Teleportation
already a
circle?
teleportation circle, I can teleport to it with the spell. But if I want to make a new one, I have to cast it in the same spot every day for a year.
Oh, I see that.
Oh.
So you need to find teleportation circles.
Yep.
Interesting.
Or
Okay.
stay in one place for a year.
Or stay in one place for a year. How long does a teleportation circle last?
Until it's destroyed.
So do you need to cast it there every day? If it's still there.
So, say I want to make a circle for Chad's Manor. I just have to cast it in the spot in Chad's Manor every day for a year. And then after that, it's just there.
Interesting. Okay.
And anyone with the teleportation circle spell who knows of the circle can use it to teleport to that spot.
Do you specifically need to do it, or say if you start it and then someone picks it up for like a week while you're away?
I'm not really sure. I think that's a DM discussion.
I'm gonna say a DM. As the DM, I would allow it.
The DM.
Yeah, I would allow it. If you start it, and as long as someone continues it, it's good.
But it's like its own kind of signature thing. Each circle is different, and so if I know the signature for one circle, I can teleport there. But I don't know any others until I find them.
Okay.
Like
Okay.
say I go to a mage's guild, they have their own circle.
In that case, I will say Harbor Bay did have a teleportation circle.
Where did, sorry?
Harbor Bay, when you guys went there. It
Oh.
was in the... Yes. In the center of their market, they had a teleportation circle.
Public access, okay.
Yes. However, Fairyville does not have a teleportation circle.
At least
Yeah,
not
places
yet.
usually really closely guard their circles just because if the wrong person finds it and uses it, they can show up whenever they want.
That is fair. So I guess armies could just use that circle to just...
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Well, this is a... It is...
It's a trading town, so
Yes.
they potentially could just be using it for that.
Yes.
Yeah, more like an outpost type thing.
More like an outpost type thing, yeah. It is a heavily altered teleportation circle, I'll say that.
But if I'm aware of it, I can just cast it and teleport there.
Yes.
And I think take 10 people.
You're welcome to at least try. Now that I know about the... Yeah. Now I have to think of the bigger picture, so... You will be able to use it, just you'll be interrogated first. What are you doing? Why are you coming here?
Where are
Okay,
your
cool.
papers?
Yeah. Where are your papers? Pretty much.
Just
You're
on
not a
pleasure.
traitor.
No business, just pleasure. I just need a passport.
Pretty much, yes. If you get a passport, then you'll be allowed to travel.
I technically
funny.
don't think I'm a citizen of any area, so
You are not.
I'm just undocumented.
Don't worry. If Chad does get into office, you'll be a citizen of Fairyville. You'll be the first non-human citizen of Fairyville.
I see how it is.
He'd make it both. He'd do you both at the same time. Taranga, do you have any questions at this time?
Yes, why is Callow typing bum 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 bum?
It's papers, please.
Bum, bum, bum.
Boom,
Papers, please. Reference.
Boom, boom.
I haven't
Simon
played
had a
that.
question, but it was high up. Oh, let me scroll up.
It was about the Minecraft server, I believe, if the server's up to date.
Oh, no idea. I know I need to... I updated it to 1.1.1, but I don't know if Geyser's working. I don't even... I was looking into it earlier. Geyser wasn't working earlier, but I have resetted the server a couple times. Don't know if it's working now. Log in. I'm not going to look into this right now, as I do need to go to bed here soon. I gotta be up at 3 in the morning for work. Luckily, since we ended early, I can hang out a little bit longer and talk to you guys. Perfect.
I have similar obligations. They are work-related.
Nice, nice. Gotta love work-related stuff.
No, you don't.
Yeah, Sam was
Thank
asking
you,
about
you
Geyser, yeah. Brilliant. Well, anything else regarding D&D? Winks, Calum. How is Gian? How is Gian?
Gian is treading through a whirlwind that seems to have slowed down just a little bit.
Just a little bit.
Just a little bit. It's still crazy.
Just a little bit. I mean, hey, you know your daughter's alive, you have your son's claw, and you just got word that your wife might still be alive as well.
Yeah. And that's still kind of terrifying because I know they're being tortured.
Yeah.
So it's like, yeah, they're still alive on one hand, so it's good, I can save them, but also, they're not having the best time.
They've been in this for a month now. This is I don't want them in this any longer.
It's like, is it really a good thing they're still alive? Who knows?
Yeah, at this point, not necessarily, because just 3 days kind of messed us up.
Just gotta save them.
Yep. Oh man.
But
How do you spell
unfortunately, I have
Chad's
a lot to
other?
deal with.
Oh, Bond. His birth name is Chad Bond, and his adopted name is Chad Swarth Strong. Not even Chadsworth, it's Chatsworth.
Cotsworth.
Yes. They changed his name, and that's why he always corrects people, by the way. Whenever people call him Chatsworth, that's why it says it's Chad. Because it is Chad, or at least it used to be. It's what his mom gave him. What did Gian name the Bard's Familiar again?
The Bard's Familiar? Oh man, what was it?
Well, Gian, do you know?
I don't remember. I think I did this like a month ago.
Yeah, this was a while ago.
Yeah.
I'll have to look at the stream again.
All right, we'll figure it out. We'll figure it out. The low dragon. I feel like this was the perfect.
Core.
Your four?
I'll put it in the chat.
D&D done. Yeah, D&D is done for the night.
Yeah.
It means strong.
This so I normally have 2 weeks to plan out a D&D stream. So this past week I've only had 1 week to plan it out. Didn't get as far ahead. This was really just the conclusion of last stream, because last stream was very combat focused and very there are a lot of questions left unanswered from last stream. So I wanted to tie it up in a nice bun and be able to get on to the next chapter of this story. We have just concluded an arc of this story. I'd say we might be about halfway done. Maybe. Depends on how much side and filler we do. But I like how the story is coming along so far, I have to say. This was a fun session.
Gotta watch out for the mayor.
Watch out for the mayor. A new threat has joined the ring. You need to you guys really need to kill Lucy. Or, I mean, you just did kill Lucy. What am I saying? You did just kill Lucy, so... Yeah, you guys just concluded everything's fine now, right? You just gotta go get Leon's wife and daughter back, and everything's fine. You killed the big boss, you killed Lucy, and now you just gotta deal with the mayor and get Leon's family back.
She ain't no big boss.
And I gotta get Mom back.
I know what the book I read. Those scarabs aren't hers.
What do you mean?
Them scarabs did not belong to her. She's just one of them.
What do you mean? I don't know what you're talking about.
I'm sure you do.
Totally.
Well, right now...
Well, if she's so dead, then what does the mayor have to hold on to now?
Exactly. Geyser is needing an update, and then the last... Yeah, I know. She started before stream? I did. She was so good at it. Clara flew. Oh.
What are you looking at?
Chat.
I think he was talking to the dog.
Oh, I see. How sweet. Look at this RPN chat. This is so sweet.
I know. I read over it while we're playing. It's cute.
I don't get to read chat as much as I'd like to while I'm DMing, because I get so enthralled in the story that I want to make sure I'm giving you guys my best. Straight up doing like...
You also have a ton of tabs open, so...
I do.
Mean, to be fair, that's normal for you.
Yeah. Oh, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17, 18, 19, 20 tabs open right now.
How many of those tabs are just stat blocks?
12.
Yeah.
Sounds about right.
Like 12.
Yeah, you DMing. You in the mode.
Yes.
Boats.
Oh. But we are going to go ahead and end stream here. I have had a lot of fun. I'm going to have to go ahead and think of how I want to torture you guys next. Just for reference, what are you guys going to be doing for the next weekend? Are you guys wanting to go explore another city? Do you want to go do some jobs to build respect in the town? Or as Fable calls it, what is it? Renown. Because building renown would not be a bad idea.
Taraka will probably do that in between trying to figure out where Huli is. She's gonna go home every day to check on Adelar and be like, hey, do you know anything? Are you good? Are you safe? Probably will also look into kitting herself out to the teeth.
Of course.
Gian kind of wants to stalk the mayor, but he knows better.
Hey, if you turn into a grasshopper, he won't be able to see you.
You'd have to rocket cast greater invisibility on you for an hour.
There you go. There you go. So we got some options. My recommendation: don't be afraid to build some renown in town. It can't hurt. Stalking the mayor is a great option. Learn what he knows. If he even knows anything, that is. Honestly, though. Honestly, though. He's just a pawn. I really want to metagame and just tell you. I can't. It has to do with the mayor.
It's not you metagaming, it would be us metagaming.
That's right. No one's even contacted the mayor yet. The Scarab was hitching a ride with the mayor. The Scarab was going to talk to the mayor in private.
No, they don't need to be talking.
They don't need to be talking. The mayor has no idea about any of that.
Some tells me they're gonna find another way, but, you know.
The mayor was straight up like, what do you mean a Scarab? Like, oh, Joy, there's a bug on me. Why are you tying me up? Why are you attacking me?
Yep.
Yep. Oh,
that
man.
cost Chad all of his money. I had plans for that money, Gian. I had plans for that.
If he asked me, I would have told him not to even bother with it. I was just broke
He would have
out.
done it anyway. He would have done it anyway, though. I had plans for that money. We were gonna use that money to get ourselves better magical stuff, so that when we deal with the bull mess that is Lucy, we are ready. We don't have that anymore. Because Mom disappeared and Dad doesn't believe in an allowance.
How sad. How sad. I had to get rid of all the rich people, what can I say? I mean, hey, you got a small settlement of people on your side.
Like 2?
No, the non-humans from Urza's settlement.
Ah.
Yeah, and then you also have like 4 people in town on your side.
Some guards
4 out of
hesitated earlier too.
What's that?
Some of the guards hesitated earlier too.
Exactly, they saw that you were helping out, and they're like, wait a minute, this doesn't smell right to me. Yeah, the mayor's just a racist, I'm not even gonna lie to you.
He's a
My
butthole.
dog insists on showing off her toy, so here you go.
Oh, I love it.
Aw, the lammy.
Lammy. Let's look at chat. Can the bard start an election as mayor? Nice. Funny. I'm
Yeah.
awesome, he's just a film crew.
I mean, I did escape at one point. I had to go tell Taraka what's up.
You did,
And
yeah.
then you
I
went
walked out.
back.
And then you went back.
You went back.
Does that mean the bard's money gonna be taken? No.
I was on my best behavior.
I hope you enjoyed your
What?
cameo, Caleb. Poor Chad had to give up almost all the money to be like, to build Gion out.
So,
Just-
to answer your question, Caleb, in D&D, all the various different types of people are still called races, and most of them can actually interbreed. So it is still racist. It's weird.
Especially with humans.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, the only ones that would be considered different would be the ones that lay eggs, like the bird people, the lizard people, and the kobolds.
Yes. And Clara's will be next time they're traveling. I'm just gonna have them. Yeah, most likely. Clara would without an escort in town Clara would be run out. I mean, if you remember session 1, Taraka and Gion, as soon as Chad wasn't there, nearly got arrested on the spot just for being in the town. They were yeah, the townsfolk were trying to get Taraka, and Taraka's just a half elf, and they still didn't trust her.
Yeah, she was a half elf for most of it, and still like now. And now
Yeah,
she's a
but
Kitsune, it's like 10 times now.
please at me when you do her. Bet. I love the dog. So cute. So cute.
Cute pupper.
But we are going to go ahead and end things here. It has been an absolute pleasure. Oh, wait, I missed some. Oh, Gion can mess with the mirror silently, but just catapult the freaking mirror. Love it. High constant. There we go.
Yes. Definitely gotta do that at some point, Gian.
Catapult to pie in space.
There you
Yes.
go. I hope you all have an amazing night. I'll see you guys on Monday. I'll look at the Minecraft. Don't know if I'll do it tonight. If I don't do it tonight, then Monday. Or not. If I don't do it tonight, then I'll do it tomorrow after work. But I hope you all enjoy yourselves. I'll see you all soon. And hey, remember, you're all the greatest. Deuces.